Hi, this is Kurt Bennett with FordConstructionPros.com. We're here at the 2017 Work Show with Mike Guarino with Western Star Trucks. Mike, I understand that you guys are already have your greenhouse gas ready, emissions ready engines available?
Yeah, hey Kurt, yes, that is correct. Actually, we were ready last year with GHG 17. We were the only engine OEM out there with our Detroit engine, proprietary engine, that had met GHG 17 before the regulations actually were put in place at the beginning of this year. So we had a head start on that, educating customers on the difference in operation between a GHG 17 engine and a GHG 14 engine. Some of them that don't even have GHG 14, so it's quite a bit of a new mentality for how to operate the engine. So as you probably know, one of the big popular things today is the down speeding. So one of the big things with GHG 17 is the engine is producing. We have a DD13 in this truck, for instance, Detroit DD13. It's producing its peak torque at 1,015 RPM. So something almost unheard of. Other Detroit engines are producing it at 975 RPM. So when you're producing your peak torque at that low of an RPM with GHG 17 standards, there's a lot of things the driver and then the body company, the upfitter, has to understand about upfitting the truck and the driver as far as driving the truck. So as far as the driver goes, when you're producing peak torque at a low RPM in an effort to save horsepower or to save fuel economy, reduce your fuel consumption, you don't want to be winding that truck out to 1,400 RPM, because everything over the peak torque of 1,100, let's say, at the top end is really a waste of fuel. Secondly, for the bodybuilders and the equipment people that are upfitting the trucks with PTOs and pumps, you need to realize that, again, you're not bringing the RPMs up to 1,500 RPM. In the old days, which of maybe 5 or 6 years ago we're talking, you engage the PTO, the driver, hits the throttle, brings the RPMs up to 1,500 to get the dump body to go up. You don't do that anymore. You're at 1,100 RPM, 1,200 RPM at the very most, and your equipment's operating properly. So we also introduced just this morning at our Western Star update at NTEA here, the release of our new Bodybuilders Book 3, version 3.1. In that new release, we're going to talk about how the bodybuilders want to calibrate their PTOs with the new GHG 14. So a plug for our Bodybuilders book. That's available to the general public at www.westernstartrucks.com. It's provided free to the general public. We don't charge for that. They're to be downloaded with assistance, 1-800 numbers to call if assistance is needed as well. So.
Do you have any operating tips or anything for operators of the trucks? I mean, basically, are you encouraging drivers to learn how to short shift, or how to keep lowering RPM when an experienced operator's used to running the truck?
Well, Kurt, that's a good point, because I'm sort of an old school guy myself. I like to listen to the engine,
yes.
And you hear it, and really that's sort of gone to the wayside anymore nowadays.
Okay.
You really it's a good description. Short shifting is a good way to describe it, because that's really what it is. So yeah, just trying to break old habits, watch the tack, and it's just building and forming a new good habit, saving fuel economy, and that's the name of the game today.
Well, Mike, thanks a lot for all the information.
Okay, thank you for coming by.
Thank you.